Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Vezenkov. To the middle. That shot is good by Campazzo.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Here's Papanikolaou. Right wing. Here's Vezenkov. Three-pointer. And Campazzo pulls it down. Here's Garuba. And the layup is good off the glass.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Vezenkov. On the wing, Fournier. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. You take a look at the home team. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've used the doubters to fuel their strong showing this season. Game after game, each guy seems to play with a big chip on his shoulder.
That one goes in.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
It's right on the wing. Outside Fournier. Driving to the basket. Yep, that one goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. The three is up. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Can't get it to drop. And right with the defensive effort. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Three-pointer. Deck with a rebound. And there's a minute 45 left in the opening quarter. Over to the wing. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. And they're pushing it up. Here's Papanikolaou. Misses in close.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. And another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
To the left side wing. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. Pulls it from the top of the key. Offensive board. Out left to the wing. From behind the arc. Fournier with a rebound. Garuba's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Vezinkov. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Garuba. Second chance shot. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nine seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. It's scooped up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Peters. Fires from deep. To the left wing. Here's Dorsey. That one's good. This game is all even. Dorsey's got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Peters. Here he goes, and he jams it home with authority.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. From deep. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. And a two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Gonzalez. No points yet. Pass to Azonia. Shot to stop the run. No luck on that one. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Evans. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Ibaka for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Going all the way to the rack. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team
On
foul.
Tuesday and then Sunday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
That one misses.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Number 24.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shoots from the line. Can't hit that one.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
From outside, off the mark. Here's Dorsey. 6 points for him. Here's Peters. To the paint. Ibaka with a steal. Pass to Azonia. Screen by Ibaka. Down low. They swipe it. Here's Evans. He's scoreless. Jacks up a three. Drills it from deep.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Evans has gone 1 for 2 from deep. To the inside. And the jam by Ibaka.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Gonzalez gets it to go. Here's Evans. Here's Peters with 4 on the clock. No luck on that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Garuba with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Deck. Pounded by Wright. Here's Garuba. He has 6.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Deck passes to Campazzo. He's off on the layup. 90 seconds into the second half now. They get it back. Tries again. The kick out to Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Off target from outside.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Vezenkov. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
Good on both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Campazzo pass to Deck.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Deck. Inside, Garuba. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Evan Fournier. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for 2, Usman Garuba.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 9 points in the game. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Deck. No made baskets yet. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
It's right on the wing. They set a pick. Here's Vezenkov. Tipped. Here's Musa. Fournier covering. Deck. That's good. Deck's got his first points of the night.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Right outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
There's a minute 34 left in the third. Here's Musa. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Now here's Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Down low. Intercepted. Pass to Musa. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Back to Garuba. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Deck. To the right side. Clock at 6. And here comes the break. Here's Papa Nicolau. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Back to Campazzo. The three-pointer off the mark. Right on the left side. No good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. 16 feet out. Musa, good.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
And the visitors call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Dorsey. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Back to Ibaka. Here's Hezonja. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. That shot off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. The 3. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First one falls for him.
Peters taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. So it's the home team now. Here's Gonzalez. And there's the screen. To the middle. The steal! Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's Dorsey. Second shot opportunity. That one's good. Nothing but net. Dorsey's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the drive. Gonzalez. Hezonja gets the bucket.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
The jump hook. Pass to Dorsey. Another shot. On the the break. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
1:52 left to play in the fourth. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gonzalez. Just 5 on the clock. He puts up a 3. They get it back. Hazonia can't get it to fall. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Knocks it down from distance.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Here's Gonzalez. Ibaka with it. They set a pick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Second chance effort. Pass to Dorsey. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth. High post Ibaka. Here's Dorsey. Off on that one. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do.
a 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the 4.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Garuba, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Inside, here's Monecki, banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Howard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul.
That's good from Howard.
At the line for the away team.
Good on both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Campazzo. He started by Howard, and the basket is good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Stolen away. Here's Garuba. Pass to depth. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Musa. Fires the 3. The shot by Deck, no good. Sedikurskis uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Musa. Pass to Campazzo. Rebounded by Hall. To the paint. Now here's Howard. Here's Monecki. And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Howard wide open. From outside, off the mark. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
At the line for your home team.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. There's the drive. Campazzo, the pass to Tavares. Howard with the steal. Here's Luwawu. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. No good on the triple. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's a 7-point spread. To the middle, picked off in midair. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Sedikurskis sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Campazzo's shot is off.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Howard. And Campazzo pulls it down.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
1:06 left in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Garuba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for your home team, Usman Garuba.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Sedikurski's tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to Tavares, the 15-footer. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Sedikurski's beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have...
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. They lead by 8. We'll get things started in the second. Quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
6 on the shot clock. Ibaka with the ball. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Baldwin. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A rebound by Hazania. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to Gonzalez. Pulls up. Here's Ibaka. Off target at the rim. Out to the wing. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Defended by Ibaka. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Baldwin. Pulls it up. Had the space there, but it's offline.
He has to make that one. I mean, You have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Pass to Gonzalez. Now here is Ibaka. Back to Gonzalez. 6 to shoot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Here's Baldwin. Here's Chop, defended by Ibaka. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Azania. Shot clock at 5. To the left side wing. No good on the 3. And here they come. Sedekursky's. And the wing jumper offline. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Back to Hazonia. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First team foul.
On Saturday and then on Tuesday.
Team. Ibaka. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Baldwin. Here he goes. Takes it off the glass. Baldwin's got 4 this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Azania from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Chop. 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Hits it from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Inside. Out to Gonzalez. To halt the run. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Gonzalez has gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. And the home team has possession. 15-point game. Fires away from way outside. That shot no good. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we finished one half of basketball.
Your home team
Up by 15. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah. And since we have a chance, that'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Tavares in at the 5, roaming the paint. They set the pick. Outside Howard. Nailed from three-point land. Howard's got 8 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Howard is out there with Luwawu. And it's Monecki in at the 4. Here's Musa. Here's Deck. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Deck's got his second bucket of the night. And it's Deck in at the small forward. And Garuba pulls it down. Garuba's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Campazzo's got his second bucket of the game to go. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And here is Howard. He's got 8. Off target from outside.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Bucket is good. 13 points in the game.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Jack passes to Musa. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Tobias, and that one is hammered home.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But great, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Sedekursky's at 3 off the mark. Pass to Deck. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Howard.
Old team foul. Campazzo. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. No good from Luwawu. Here's Garuba. He's guarded by Howard. Pass to Musa. Here's Tavares. Lets it go. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Tavares has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Monecki. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Monecki's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Here's Deck. Pass to Tavares. Poke loose. 4 on the clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
Goes to the away team.
1:25 left to play here in the third. Now Howard. 8 points for him. He's off on that one.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. To the left wing. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Here's Deck. 6 points for him. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Garuba. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Deck's shot is good. Deck's got 5 points in the quarter. Deck's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. Now here is Howard. Another miss by Howard.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Basket counts.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third. Up 9. And after a quick break, we're going to... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Howard, and it's Luwawu in at the 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That one is no good. Launches a 3. A nice shot by Baldwin.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Hazonia kicks to Ibaka. And now, here's Hazonia. He's tightly guarded. Ibaka in the post. Good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Hazonia defending. And stolen by Hazonia. Gonzalez down low. Hazonia trying to free himself up. Gonzalez, that's good. Here's Baldwin. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Sinks that one from the post. Baldwin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Hazonia with the ball. Plays it up and banks it in.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Baldwin. And the rejection by Ibaka. Driving in. And finished off by Hazonia.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Team foul. Hazonia. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Yaramaz, and the layup is good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
It's rebounded by Jop. Jop's got 4 rebounds in this game. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Sedekirski's, count that one.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Sinks the triple.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Drives to the hoop. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 7 points here in this quarter. Baldwin's gotten 6 of his 10 shots to go in for him, so 60% shooting on the night. Ibaka, the pass to Hazonia. to Gonzalez. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ibaka. And here's Gonzalez. They swipe it. Puts up a deep 3. That shot is off. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Gonzalez. Now Hezonja. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Hezonja's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Here's Baldwin. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From downtown, the rebound by Ibaka.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The shot, no good. Setakurski's. And the 3 off target. Pass to Gonzalez. Good!
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem...
Style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Howard in at the point. Inside. Off the window. It's good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Personal foul.
And here's Howard. Takes a three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Guarded by Howard. Ball stolen. Luau Cabarro passes to Hall. Out to the wing. It's picked off. It's stolen away. Down low. And it's rejected. Outside Fournier. to the middle. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Right with the board.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
And it's Fournier penetrating. Yep, count it.
And Fournier, that was all just straight line. I'm coming at you.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
To the left side wing. Connects from downtown. It's all knotted up.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
It's deflected. This one for three. Manecki can't hit. Right against Howard. Pass to Vizenkov. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Right. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot, and he slams it in one-handed.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. Guarded by Howard. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's Papanikolaou. They get the rebound. Right. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Right wing. Here's Hall. The layup off target.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Fournier against Howard. Ball passes to Howard. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Well, that mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to Fournier. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Howard, the pass to Hall. Back to Howard. From downtown. Right with the board. Here's Fournier. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 4. And we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Pass to Vizenkov. Misses the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
The home team on D. 4-point game. No good on the quick three. Here's Dorsey. No good on the three. And they're on the break. There's the triple. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Out to the right wing.
Away team foul. Number 17. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Dorsey. To the wing, right side. They set the screen. Clock at 4. On the take. He gets it in there.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
From the arc. Baldwin's shot is good.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Pass to Dorsey. Beyond the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play. Right now playing with tons of intensity.
And it's good for 2. Jop's got his first basket.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's Evans. No points yet. Out left to the wing. Let's go with a 3. On target from range.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Here's Baldwin. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
2 minutes.
Here's Evans. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he banks in the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Going inside, over to the wing. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Dorsey. There's a screen. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Peters has got 5 now.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Here's Baldwin. The shot misses.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your home team.
No good on that one.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
23 seconds left in the second. Sinks the tray.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Evans. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Tries to save it. This one for three. The shot no good. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Up by 9. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
What do you know? And looking ahead tonight, appreciate you joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Now Howard. There's the three. He can't hit that time. And it's Howard in at point guard. Count the basket. 6 points for him.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now here's Wright. Guarded by Howard. Here we go, one-on-one. The three. Fournier with a rebound.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. A deep three. They get it again. Pass to Vezenkov. Outside Fournier. Down low. Tries yet again. And there's a nice layup by Wright. Wright's got his third basket on the night right there.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half. And finally, something finds its way through the net.
Here's Papanikolaou. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Hall. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit. Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Now here's Fournier. He's guarded closely. Drops in the three.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Luwawu-Cabarrot, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Papanikolaou. Now here's Wright. Tight defense on him. Pass to Vezenkov. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Here's Papanikolaou. Tipped away. On Wednesday, and then on Friday. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. There's Howard with the three. Fournier with a rebound. Fournier's got 4 rebounds in the game.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Here's Vezenkov. Tipped. Here's the break. There's Howard with the three. Pass to Hall. Now Howard. Second chance shot. Wright with the board.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Fournier with the bucket.
No hesitation from Evan Fournier.
There's Howard with the three. The rebound by Vezenkov.
hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Wright. 6 points for him. The shot by Fournier, no good.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. His tonight has been high.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Here's Vezinkov. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. There's Howard with the three. Doesn't go for him.
But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
Offensive board. Pass to Fournier. Inside. They push it up 4-on-3. No good from outside. Here's Vezinkov. Outside Fournier. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 15. And we're just moments away from the start of... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The home team calls timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Peters, unable to get that one. For three. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Hall from outside the arc. Rebounded by Evans. One minute in now in the fourth quarter. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Evans. Launches it from deep. Manecki with a rebound. Manecki's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hall. Off target with the three.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
It's good.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
And the three-pointer goes.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Pass to Evans. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard. Here's Evans. Here's Peters. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Three-pointer. Right wing. Here's Dorsey.
Away team foul. Number 17. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Evans. Second shot opportunity. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. That shot is off. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. There's Howard with the 3. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. Dorsey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Peters. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Evans, guarded by Howard. Here's Peters. Another shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second team foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Home team. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that are still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor. Teams are getting smarter and smarter.
Away team foul. Marcus. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. There's Howard with the 3. No good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
To the wing on the left. The jumper from the wing off target. In transition. Pass to Hall. Here's Manecki. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses the corner 3. Here's Dorsey. Oh, swiped away. From deep three-point range. And no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now, here is Howard. And so they get the victory here at home.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Musa in at the 2 spot. Garuba's shot is off. Stolen. He's all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Here's Papanikolaou. It's deflected. It's 2-on-1. Here's Campazzo. Misses from short range. It's Fournier on the wing. Down low, here's Vazenkov. Musa grabs the miss. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Here's Vazenkov. For the 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Garuba. Finished off the break. Garuba's got his second bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And they're pushing it up. A finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to right. Puts up a 3. The shot misses.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Here's Campazzo. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Now here's Wright. To end the drought, he takes it up and lays it in. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Tavares passes to Musa. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. From the arc. Here's Tavares. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Outside Fournier. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Papanikolaou. Still scoreless. Lets it go from deep. Musa grabs the miss. Pass to Depp. Takes it from 10. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Papanikolaou kicks to Fournier. A putback. Here's Vezenkov. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers. Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Tavares laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tavares has got 6.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Here's Dorsey. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. On Tuesday. And then on Tuesday. Up top, Gonzalez. Pass to Azania. From deep. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Evans inside. Lets the 3 fly. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Gonzalez down low. Dorsey on him. Gonzalez, that's good. Gonzalez has got his first bucket in this one. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Peters passes to Evans. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's denied. And they'll get another chance. Covered by Evans. Back to Gonzalez. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. Finish off by Hazonia.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
That's tipped. Dorsey, and it's good off the back rim and in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside Gonzalez. Ibaka outside. For the three. Peters grabs the miss. Milutinov, defended by Ibaka. Evans outside. To the left side wing. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gonzalez, that's good.
Man, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Away team foul. Number 24. First personal foul. First team foul.
Milutinov, defended by Ibaka.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Dorsey from downtown. A rebound by Hazania. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Jacks up a three. A rebound by Hazania. To the inside. Driving the lane. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Milutinov. And at last they get one to fall.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense could do.
Wide open. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And here's Evans. Hasn't made one yet.
Away team foul. Number 24. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
54 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Dorsey. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Gonzalez, and he dunks it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
30 seconds left now here in the second, and there it is for him. Hazania's got 4 points this quarter.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Here's Peters to the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He has 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A 3. No good that time. And so we wrap up the first half, leading by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Make some noise and get ready for the faded half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
And let's move on and see the top. Thank you for being with us. Now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. They've got Wright, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the small forward. Pass to Fournier. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Tavares in at the center position. And he goes in for the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papanikolaou in at the 3 spot. Pass to Wright, and the dunk by Wright.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Garuba. Plays it up off the glass. Garuba's got 8 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team. Usman.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Stolen. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Campazzo. He has yet to score. Pass to Tavares. Fournier for 3. And Garuba pulls it down.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Wright. Here's Campazzo. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Vazenkov.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Inside, it's intercepted. Right side, Fournier. Lays it up and banks it in. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Garuba, guarded by Wright. Drops in the tray. 12 points for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Right side. Papanikolaou. Taken away. 1:03 left in the third. Musa can't hit. Here's Vazenkov. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vazenkov's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Deck. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Papanikolaou. Launches it. Musa grabs the miss. Musa's got 4 rebounds in this game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Campazzo, the pass to Deck. The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
It's the fourth quarter.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The visitors with the ball. Driving to the basket. And finish off by Hezonja.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Hezonja. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Milutinov. Makes it off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
To the paint. Here's Hezonja. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hezonja's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Evans kicks to Dorsey. Down low, here's Milutinov.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And he drives in, shoots from 8, and the rejection by Evans. Defended by Ibaka. Now Dorsey. Unloads. Another shot. He lays it in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Hezonja with the ball. Doesn't go for him. To the middle. To the inside. Peters misses. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Hezonja's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Now here's Evans. Tight defense on him. Pass to Peters. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Hezonja. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for the away team.
First one falls for him.
Hezonja taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. And the home team has possession. Trailing here by 8. Now here's Evans. Defense right on him. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
6 on the shot clock. And they get it back. Over to the left wing. Kicks it out to Evans. The 3. That one, no good.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Outside, Gonzalez. He tries for three. That shot off the mark. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Missed inside.
Third team foul. Number 77. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Hazanya. A three-pointer is right on target.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dorsey, that's good. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over. It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
Here's Evans. A rebound by Hazanya. Deflects the pass. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And
everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. There's Howard with the three. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. And as we approach the end of March, a peek at the power rankings with the playoffs on deck. They're holding in the same spot, looking to climb the rankings.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're pulling out all the stops to try and climb up the ladder. I don't think anyone is surprised to see them playing as hard as they have been.
He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
First team foul.
From downtown, Garuba with a rebound. First quarter of play, a minute in. Takes the three. The shot off that time. Here's Maneki. Luau Cabarro passes to Hall. There's the triple. Deck with a rebound.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Down low. Here's Luau Cabarro. The shot, no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Musa, no good. There's Howard with the three. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. From 13, the shot comes out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Fires the three. It's not going to go for him.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Campazzo. Misses the layup. Here's Luau Cabarro. Baseline jumper. Misses off the right iron. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
There's Howard with the three. Garuba with a rebound.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
To the middle. The rebound by Hall.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Howard. Can't nail the jumper.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. 56 seconds left in the first quarter here. The three. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Garuba's got 6.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Oh, got that one up quick.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Howard's got 2 of 6 to go from downtown. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Musa, yet to see a basket. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Drains the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And that concludes the first quarter play. Up 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Here's Hazonia. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Off target from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Baldwin. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Pass to Gonzalez. Three-pointer off the mark. Out to the right wing. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. They set the pick. And the three off target. Pass to Hazonia. Here's Ibaka. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Baldwin. Still no points. Fires for 3. And Hazonia pulls it down. Inside. Here's Ibaka. It's rebounded by Chop.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
To the paint. It's stolen. Oh, got a piece of it. To the wing, right side. Pass to Baldwin. Here's the 3. No good there.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
It's rebounded by Chop.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. To the right side. Here's Gonzalez. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Baldwin. There's a screen. Wide open look. Jump shot is good that time. Baldwin's got his first 2 points. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good. That would have tied it.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Pass to Gonzalez. It's rebounded by Jop. Jop's got 5 rebounds tonight. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. He's got 7.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Gonzalez. No points so far. From the arc. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
The 3 ball. And Azonia pulls it down.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Ibaka. No good with the triple. Pass to Jop. He's off on that one. Inside. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They lead by a bucket. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know what time it is.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league. I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Howard, and it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot is up. The shot by Howard, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the 2. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen from Garuba. Out to the right wing. Down low. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
So it's the home team now. 2-point game. And it's Luau Cabarro in at the 2. Howard inside. He has 6. Can't hit from in close. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Howard. To the right side. Back to Garuba. 4 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. And he can't get that one. And it's Hall in at the 5. Three-pointer. Decked with a rebound.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it. Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Musa, good. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. There's Howard with the 3. Not going to go that time.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Deck, still without a bucket. Pass to Campazzo. 6 to shoot. Here's the pick. Here's Deck. Offline with a 3. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The shot by Howard, no good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
At the line for the away team.
To halt the run. Gets the 3 to fall. Howard's got 9.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
To the middle. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And here they come. Finished off the break. 9 points in the game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
From behind the arc. The shot won't fall.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Puts up a 3. Counted from distance.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Manecki. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Howard. 1:02 left in the third. 4-3. No good that time.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Here's Deck. He's scoreless. Tries again. A rebound by Hall. Hall's got 4 rebounds in the game. There's Howard with the 3. Nails it from 3.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Home team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. He buries it from 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Deck, guarded by Howard. Pass to Musa. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. They're up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Manecki in at the power forward position. Deck, that's good.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
There's Howard with the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Gonzalez. No good on the quick 3. That's Ibaka defending. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Drives to the hoop. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And he banks in the layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Lets it fly. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Here's Hazonia, guarded by Howard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Team foul. At the line for the away team, Hazonia. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's Ibaka from deep three-point land. It doesn't go for him.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game. Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Pass to Gonzalez. To the inside.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Baldwin. Offline from the top of the key.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Ibaka. Got a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. You get your feelings hurt.
Pass to Baldwin. From deep. And Hazonia pulls it down.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And the layup is good.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Here's Gonzalez. Buries it from 3. Gonzalez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The D a little bit too concerned about the ball going inside on the inbound play. They forgot to guard that perimeter.
Pass to Hazonia. And it's off from 3-point range.
Not himself from range right now. But the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And that one drops for him.
That'll drive your coach crazy. Failing to box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. A quick shot there. It's off target.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
The quick look, no good that time. Fires for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Here's Top. And he drops in the layup off the glass. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gonzalez. And there's the drive. And it's good. 2 points.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Pass to Hazonia. Hey, from beyond the arc. Baldwin with a rebound. Just 5 to shoot. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Away team ball.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad. They really...
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Wright in at the center, filling out the middle. Rebounded by Hall. Pass to Manecki.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Team foul.
Here is Howard. This one for three. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Papanikolaou. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. On the free throw, no good. Now here's Howard. He's covered closely. Down low. Cole, that's good. We play just over a minute here in the first. Outside Fournier. Inside. And it's Vezenkov missing. Here's Luwawu. He's guarded by Fournier. Luwawu, the pass to Hall. Offensive rebound. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. They're in a bit of a hole. Holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've been a surprise success, showing prognosticators what they're really made of all season long.
Now here's Fournier driving inside. That one drops for him.
And Fournier, that was all just straight line. I'm coming at you.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Shoots the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Fournier's got 5.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Right. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Howard. And Wright pulls it down. Tipped away. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
On defense, the home team. They trail by 6. The steal. Here's Luwawu. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Home team foul. Luwawu. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Right side Fournier. Papanikolaou, the pass to Fournier. Here's Wright. Pass to Vezenkov.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Fournier.
Evan Fournier has proven he's someone you can put on the floor and expect results. So whatever the team needs, especially on the offensive end, he's ready to give his all.
Outside Howard. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Howard's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Three-pointer. And it's Vezenkov missing. And here's the fast break. Here's Luwawu. No good from outside. 1:11 left to play in the first. Second chance shot. Pass to right. Here's Vezenkov.
Home team foul. Hall. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line.
He misses the free throw.
0. Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou for 3. Fournier. They get it again. And Wright kicks to Papanikolaou. Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Howard with a clean look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Ring shot on the way. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Monecki. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Howard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Up by 6. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
They've got Howard, and it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kicks it out to Evans. Here's Peters. Off target from three-point range. Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the 4. Down low, here's Peters, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And it's Evans missing. And they're running. Outside Howard. Peters grabs the miss.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Dorsey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the away team. Dorsey. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Hall, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Dorsey. There's a screen. Fires the 3. Here's Milutinov. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Howard. Peters grabs the miss.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
Here's Dorsey, and the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Howard. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Free throw good, Dorsey.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And so he makes both from the line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. And it's good for 2. 8 points for Howard.
And that's how they're going to trim this league. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Team foul.
Evans feeling it out a bit. A 3-ball. The rebound by Luwawu. Outside Howard. Evans with the rebound.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
1:07 left in the second quarter. It's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Dorsey taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's Howard. 8 points for him. The shot missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lets it go with a 3. Evans' shot is good. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Beyond the arc. No good from Luwawu. Now Dorsey. 8 points for him. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
No good from Luwawu. Here's Dorsey. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the visiting team. And that concludes.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. They've got Wright, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. There's the pick. Here's Baldwin, and the three ball is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Out to the wing. It's tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession on Tuesday and then on Thursday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Number 12, Kaden Evans.
Sedikurski's off target with his three.
Old team foul. Marcus. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fournier with the ball. 6 points for him. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the first shot of the night for him missing. Pass to Evans. Fires from deep. They get it back.
Old team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Fournier kicks to Evans. Lets it go from deep. Panicolaou, good. Panicolaou's got 8.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Puts up a 3. Baldwin can't get it to go.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Vizenkov. Now here's Fournier, guarded closer. The offensive rebound, and Wright kicks to Fournier. It's picked off. Fast break, here they come. Sedikurski's no good on the 3.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Offline with his 3.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Count that one.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
And that's Evans penetrating.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the away team, Evans. 2 shots.
That's good from Evans. And both free throws good for Evans. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Yep, that one goes. Panicolaou's got 5 points now this quarter.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition tape foul.
4th team foul.
That's good from Evans. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Fournier on the wing. Pass to Panicolaou. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Wright.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
15 foul. Shooting for the away team.
That's good from Evans.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
On the wing, Evans for three. The shot, no good.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Sedikurski's. And the three off target.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Papanikolaou, the pass to Evans. The baseline J off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Fournier gets a wide open look. That three off the mark. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Chop. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Papanikolaou to the inside. Here's the break. Sedikurski's off target from three-point range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. Don't go anywhere, though. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Home team foul. Baldwin. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he lays it straight in.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
There's the three. And the basket by Monecki.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Into the lane. And Chop with the block. Pass to Peters. They set the screen. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Baldwin. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Baldwin's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Vildoza the pass to Dorsey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Can't hit from in close. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement.
Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And there's the drive. And that one good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Ripped away. They need this. Buries it from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Fires for 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Home team foul. Shot. 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Vildoza. And he banks in the layup.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Monecki. The three-pointer no good. Monecki's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Monecki. To the paint. There's the steal. Now Dorsey fires the 3. It's good from long range. Dorsey's got 8 here in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
From deep. Peters. The putback. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Pass to Jock.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the
And the first one at the line is good.
Number 77. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Baldwin. Will it go? No good on the shot. Pass to Vildoza. The tray sinks the three-pointer.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Baldwin can't get it to go. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The layup missed. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3-ball. Here now, Vildoza. And he gets it to go. 8 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Baldwin can't get it to go. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.